right. Okay. So what we've done here is we have the first board, the first list, which we, let's say, keep all tips and hints and good practices how to, have good meetings. Whatever good is in your understanding of your company culture. For example, it could be, keep it short, keep it sharp. Only allow meetings that have a clear agenda and some kind of a purpose, and so on. So for the purpose of this demonstration, we have created a board which has a list for every month. And in this example, we have two types of meetings. One is the monthly meeting, and one is a so-called jour fixe, which happens almost every week. And then what you do is you create a card for one meeting of any type, and then inside of the card you see who was the presenter, or who was the meeting holder, and then you see when it took place, and then obviously if there was any conversation, it would be in here. And then we had an agenda, and the agenda had some subcards where each topic had its dedicated space, and an assignee, and maybe also a due date if required. So it got its own space, and of course a status, which helps us to understand where we stand with this to do from the meeting. And here we see from the meeting perspective that all the topics or to-dos were done. And we also have created such a ritual in this monthly meeting where every team has 2 minutes to tell its updates. So what's on their what's important to them, what they are doing, and so on. And then of course we could have some information that are maybe not fitting, but not big enough to be a topic, but also important to the meeting, and maybe also some documents. And for a weekly jour fixe, the structure is similar, but we have only those 2 teams 2 minutes updates. So meetings don't take more than 15 minutes. And I think the structure is pretty straightforward. So you can, like, in every month, you can see what meetings took place, and you could have a look what was discussed there and what things were done. But what I would like to show you here is how we make use of card templates, because here in this board we have 2 card templates. Obviously, one is for the monthly meeting, one is for the jour fixe. And let me now show you. Let's say we will plan now a meeting let's say we will make another meeting in May, another monthly meeting. So what I will do, I will create a card, and I would say it's going to be a monthly meeting, and then I will give it a date. So let's say it's going to be the 20th of May. And now the card will be created out of this template. So you see the card is now pre-populated, and template has first of all a to-do list for the organizer, which will be maybe me. I just drag myself here. It also automatically appears in my board. And so what I have to do now, I have to add the meeting lead, which I did. So it's basically a list that helps me as an organizer don't forget things. So you could prepare a list like that just to, whoever wants to hold the meeting, things don't get forgotten. So then we have an agenda. We have an example here, so just leave it like that. And then, I will need someone who will help me with the meeting, who will, let's say, write the protocol. So it's going to be, I think, where is it? I think Adam, right? Yeah, Alexander. Okay, let's take Alexander. So he will be my co-worker here. He will do the scribes. And then let's set a date. I can set a date just by drag and dropping it on the timeline, for example. So it's going to be 20th of May, and then it's done, and then maybe send out an MS Teams invitation and so on. Let's say I've done that and invited everybody. So for now, the list I don't need it anymore. It was just a reminder, so I will remove it. And then let's say now we have these topics, and we want to create subcards out of those topics, because the topics are bigger than we thought. So they are not just topics that stay as a to-do list. So what we will do now is we can assign people to each of the topic that needs to be done as an action point. So for example, let's change that to action point XY, and let's say he will be doing this, and let's say I'll be taking over this one, and here we will ask Diane to do this one. And what you can do now is you can basically create subcards, so little sub areas for each of the action point, so people can then concentrate within this subcard on the particular point. So what I do here is I would just convert this group to a child card, and it will ask me in which board. Yes, I want in this board in May, and I could also choose a template, but I will not, because I want to show you something. And I will convert it now. So now this to-do list becomes a subcard list, and all of the points became an individual card. And KanBo also recognized that people were assigned, so the people were automatically assigned as responsible to the subcards. And now let's say this action point XY is actually a bigger topic, and for that I have a different template, and KanBo allows you to apply a template even after the card was created. So I just go here and I say I want to apply a template, and it's going to be a big topic. Boom, there you go. And this is the predefined structure. So again, so people don't forget things. If you have a big topic, just think about those areas, so people can now start fill in data. And then maybe let's have it done by end of the week, something like that. And so this is basically how you manage meetings in how you could manage meetings in KanBo using the features we have here. And you might be asking now, where are all the subcards? So they are now hidden, so you only see the master cards, and we did it with a filter. So here is a filter which only shows cards which don't show cards which have parents, which means that obviously all children are not hidden. So if we want only to see the subcards, for example, for every month, we just switch to a view which has a different filter which says show me only cards that have parents. So obviously all meeting cards that are cards that have only children and have no parents are then hidden. So another example how to work with views, and for this particular reason, how to use card templates to organize meetings and also keep a history of meetings. So one thing which is also very handy is that you can easily follow a card. So let's say when this meeting, I am interested in all the documents and all the stuff that's going to happen here, I can just go and follow, which I am already doing because I am the organizer. But if, let's say, I wouldn't be following this card, which basically you can see here who's following, I would just go and say I follow, and from this moment on, I will receive all changes and all updates that happen in this card directly into my notification center, where I can either send them to me via email if I want. So I can set this here if I want them to be sent via email, or I can read it here. But they will definitely, I will definitely not miss a thing, because I just said that I'm following the card, and I can see that also because there's a little eye on that. All right, so this is it for the meetings. I hope you find some good ideas how to use KanBo for organizing meeting.